ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these down me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodsuckers, I see this industry is filled with shit. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the ghouls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway here on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First play and a first pass for Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Cardinals need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 2 to Tyreek for the Miami first. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And this is caught, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To Connor on the check down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Got a man. It's Brown. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. 29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go one more. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing again, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to him until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He is going to find Hill here. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Tua going to try and throw for it. It's caught at the 1, and he is not going to get to the goal line. The defense keeps him out of the end zone, and as a result, that's going to keep this game tied. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the pass.
There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marquise Brown, 73 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Prater on to add the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Conner. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to surge ahead with Conner. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
To throw again on second down. Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do?
The pressure gets there, and Tua's going to be taken down.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
And going deep for Hill. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. We'll get this into the hands of Mostert. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just drop
to a hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it, changes field position.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast, the 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Arizona Cardinals. Here's Will Lutz ready to get underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. first carry for James Conner. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watch the twist.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point good by Prater, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston. Touchdown! Jarvis Landry, 26 yards. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Right back to Conner here on first. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
7-7, our score after 1. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On play action, Winston. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34. pounded in, Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Play fake. Murray. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Murray a give. This is Conner. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 27, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Conner. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Murray off play action. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
11 yards for number 11. On 1st and 10, Winston. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drive.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Mark 56. Mark 56. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I got it.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Oh, what a move. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Winston now. It's hauled in by Hardy. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. He goes once again right back to Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Kamara up the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead is all.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Cardinals have retaken a third-quarter lead.
Extra point good by Prater, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Winston. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Winston.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. They run. It's Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Again, this is Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
To throw is Winston.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
If you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Play action now. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Isaiah Simmons, boy, he can move all over the field. And he gets a tackle for loss there.
On 2nd and 12, Winston flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Deontay Hardy
from 17 yards out.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Conner again. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
72 yards on the ground for him so far.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
4 yards remain for second down.
Just like that. Just like that. Say.
From the gun, a give to Conner.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Murray. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run here with Conner. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
It's complete. Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field.
The busy night continues for Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, Kamara gets past one man and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulous as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Guess who? J.J. Watt, as he so often does, getting in there to wreak havoc. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now the first throw in overtime for Winston. And his throw here's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. To throw, Winston. And And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it, right?
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Boy, that's a tough one right there. See, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it. Maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Murray again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. This to win it in overtime. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 32 on the play. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Winston. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that,
I'm really out for blood this time. Look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand.
Yeah, got my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Bond on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Carry for James Conner, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Conner. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown! Kyler Murray finding Marquise Brown. And the Cardinals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A fairly short kick from the 14. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins swinging this out. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw, Cousins. He'll dump, and he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Cook. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry now for Alexander Madison. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. K.J. Osborne from 13 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. In racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Come on. Right back to Connor here on first. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Murray again. This is Connor.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Murray now to throw. Flush to his right.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Cardinals have regained the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes this a 14-8 ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it 21-8. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Cousins on first down. Forced out to his left. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Budda Baker with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they info. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. This music don't work out. I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping this. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shot for. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my. Quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get up, go, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm in prison. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my who ain't heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They begin on the ground here with Conner. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. First carry now. This is Williams. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
First down, Murray. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray. Being chased out left. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 56 yards. And the Cards have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. The jet sweep, Dobbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take the 27. Good effort. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry by Jones. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. This complete to Jones. And the Packers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Watch the twist. Box it.
Now Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. 7-7, our score after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 21 yards away. And the Packers have moved out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 79 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 14. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Second down, another shot for Jones. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Brought down by Jalen Thompson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A jet sweep, Dobbs. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. Jones has it. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That's a nice job there, knowing what his options are. He's out of the pocket to his left, and I thought maybe he'd think about running with this one, but he uses his vision instead. Finds his man on the left sideline, and they convert on 3rd down.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got Dobbs over the middle, and he'll be brought down at the 27. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they take a 17-14 lead. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The throw right side going to be complete to DeGuara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg, rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 110 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
They'll try and run forward with Connor, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Murray and company going for it on 4th. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Murray now on first down. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Excellent work by Marcus Golden shooting into the backfield for the stop.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Lewis. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Zaven Collins there to make the play defensively.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jet sweep. Here's Watson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll go again to Jones, and a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On the counter, here's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. They hit, fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that.
Points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Jones. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were the ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani Adibai, Yani Ayeni.